stuff stolen. Not happy Jan. Welcome back to another episode, guys.
Hello.
It's one of those days. Keeping it real, guys, keeping it real. So we last left yous at Adelaide River, which was great.
Yep.
However, I'm pretty off. Yeah, we've had stuff stolen. Not happy Jan. In what? Nearly over 2 years we've been travelling full time. And we've had, this will be the second thing now that's been stolen.
Yeah, the first thing was, and it was in the NT again.
Yep.
We had bug spray.
Which we probably need at the moment.
And it was only Coles.
Aerogard.
Yeah, Coles Aerogard. 2 cans of Coles Aerogard.
Oh, clearly somebody needed it more than us. This is absolutely disgusting that other campers would steal your stuff. I'm absolutely annoyed. Anyway, I'm going to tell you what happened when just before we left. I went out, I did a load of washing. I don't often use the washing line where we camp, and I should have just gone with my feeling. But anyway, yep, I went out, I put some washing up. I strategically always put the better stuff on the inner lines, and if for some reason I am going to hang up swimwear or underwear, I always hang that up so it's discreetly hanging so people don't see it. But no, when I went back to collect the washing off the line, I'm embarrassed to say, 2 of my G-string swimwear bottoms stolen. They look like this. Thank goodness they weren't my animal print ones. Just saying. But if for some reason you are watching our video, I don't know.
And you did steal it.
I hope you're enjoying them because they're not cheap. Yes, I did used to work at Baku, which is Australian designed and made swimwear. It's not a cheap item. It's not cheap. Yeah.
You should be embarrassed, and I hope your mum's proud of who you've become.
I'm sorry for the rant, everybody else, but I'm absolutely gutted. Yeah, I'm just gutted. I wouldn't have expected that. We had other stuff on the line that was better than that. Anyway, I think you need to take it away, Mr. B, because I am still fuming over the fact. Yeah, I don't know. No words. But yeah, stolen. Yeah. On a more positive note, we have got a lot to share with you at Dundee. And we've got a couple of things that we want to show you that's happening with the van. Since we had the awning replaced, this is the first time we've actually had it out, which is really good. Yep. A couple of things that I'm loving about it is the new clips. It is an Aussie Traveller brand, which I feel that a lot of caravans that are manufactured in Australia, because Aussie Traveller is an Australian brand, they do have these models on.
Sunbursty clips.
Oh, there you go. I think, is that the colour?
Yeah, sunbursty clip.
So this is the colour that it is. I'm not sure how well you can see that with the sun. The model that we had prior is it was more greys and darker colours, but that was discontinued, so unfortunately we couldn't get that one.
Yeah, but when we had this put on, we did actually get I didn't ask for it. Richard thought it would be a good thing to put on, was the rafters,
the ribs, or the
ribs rafters.
Yeah, so they're the ones that clip up to those top sections through there. Again, this is the first time we've put it up, so that's okay. The other thing we wanted to touch base on is we've been running previously was it tie gear?
Yeah, we've been running tie gear
probably since Christmas.
Yeah, but it wasn't greatest with the old awning, because the old awning was playing up. So we've got the awning tie downs. We did get I'm only using a peg each, but I've got the sand, the hard and the medium, or whatever you want to call it, pegs, so for different areas. I've also got the
we've got the privacy screen bungees. We've got that set. I think that came in a set of 4. I think they retail for about $40. And I'm going to quickly say, guys, we have no discount code, or we're not associated with tie gear whatsoever. We bought it with our hard-earned money, but we're actually really loving the product. That's why we thought we'd share it with you. So it's been really good.
I got rid of the old anti-flap kits, and I've brought the tread ones, but we'll show you them when we put them up. It hasn't been windy here, and there's no point putting it on, because we thought, well, if it does pick up really windy, we want to be able to put the awning down.
We haven't needed to, you know, really batten down the hatches, as we say.
I haven't love tapped any more shops. So when we were back in Brisbane, we went to Blackjack and got this beautiful Blackjack trailer jack jockey block. This jockey block will fit all the different bottom connectors that Blackjack has. They have a circular one, they have a wheel one, they have the square one. They all fit into the one, and it actually is sturdier than we were just using some of the base plates for our jockey legs. But this actually gives us enough height to be able to get it off the DO35 and also lower it enough so that we're level. So the jockey block is not cheap. It was $89.99, but we went directly to Blackjack Outlet, and I think if you go over there and collect it, you actually get a bit of a discount.
Are you hungry? I reckon I'm going to cook some brekkie.
I'm getting eaten by mosquitoes.
These morning flies and bugs,
Mozzies.
I tell you. Alrighty, I reckon we're going to have some brekkie, show you a little bit around Dundee, and yeah, enjoy our day. This morning I thought I'd knock up my banana pancake recipe. A few of you guys may have seen it before, but it's a quick and easy one, and anyone that's new to the channel, you're going to love it, because I do get a lot of comments on this one, how easy it is and how tasty. And who doesn't have bananas that have over ripened in the van? So today's recipe is going to be just 2 bananas, because that's what we've got left, a couple of eggs, and then a couple of tablespoons of self-raising flour. If you don't have self-raising flour, it's okay, you can use plain flour. It's same but different. And you just basically chuck everything in together, as you'll see in a sec. So, use the induction cooker. But I've got to say, I do love cooking these on gas because they're quick and easy. I got the honey out of the fridge prior preparation. Again, I've had the honey in the fridge just because of the high temperatures and the humidity and our little friends that we don't like, the ants. So keeping your honey in the fridge does actually work, and there's no little ants in there. So, alrighty, let's cook easy banana pancakes. That batch is cooked up probably about, I don't know, 6 little pancakes around about this size. So yeah, if you want to also do another little banana hack, you can slice a couple of little bananas and then just place them in the batter, but I just tend to do it this way. Another thing you can do is add cinnamon or a little bit of dusting icing sugar, but yeah, we don't have that in the van either. So a little bit of honey on top, and I reckon these will go all right for breakfast. If you've got any other recipes that you think we might love in the van for brekkie, put them in the comments below. But also, if you reckon this recipe looks pretty good, let me know. We're at the Terrritory Wildlife Park. This place has been on my list. It's not far, it's down at a place called Berry Springs. Probably from Darwin you're looking at, give or take, because you know how not so good my directions are, you're probably looking at from the CBD just over an hour. Berry Springs is a little village community. This wildlife park first opened its doors way back in 1989. It is run by the parks up here in the Territory. I think we're going to be in for a good day. The little, well, they call that the train. Looks a little bit more like a bus if you ask me. That's going to get us around to the exhibits today. That's going to be a little bit easier for us. Yeah, it's going to save on the legs, I tell you. We've got a fair bit of walking to do in this episode, I reckon. So if we can jump on that bad boy, that will be good. Show you the animals, hopefully get up close and personal, maybe some kangaroos. I'm hoping for a crocodile because you know what, I'm in the NT now. They have full day admissions here. You're looking at around about $30 an adult. They do family packages and it's pretty much a whole day. You can bring your own lunch and cold drinks in here, which is great. But we're going to be heading off somewhere after here for a nice picnic and hopefully a swim. So I'm going to go and find Mr. B. I'm not sure where he is. He's probably, I don't know, looking for something, creepy crawlies or whatever. We've come up to the first stop, which is wallaby feeding. Hopefully we can see some that don't jump in front of the car. The train comes around, I think, every half an hour, so we're going to follow the map with the times, and then we can hopefully show you up close and personal some of the Australian wildlife for our international viewers. Hey,
Yep.
That should be good. So this is called the Woodland Walk. So it'll take us around to the feeding. I think then we're going to go to the Billabong. I hope there's some crocodiles in the Billabong.
Oh, it's only fresh water.
Ah, no big salties?
No.
Oh,
Because I ate
well.
all the other animals.
Yeah, I guess so. Now I know I always scare things away, but I hope that these ones are quite tame. Oh, look how cute they are. We've just made it into the Billabong area. We just walked across. It was a really nice pathed area, pretty much like we're on now. The park is actually over 1,000 acres, so it's pretty big. There are freshwater crocodiles in this Billabong. The pelicans. So those ones were actual Australian pelicans. From memory, I think there's 8 species of pelicans in the world, but the Australian ones, they weigh around about 7 kilos and they have hollow bones. That's pretty interesting, eh?
Yes.
They were hungry fellas, I tell you. But I'm going to say they were well behaved. They take them on the shore area first for that reason, that if they do have an injury, it's easier for them to, I guess, capture them, to take them over to the hospital. So that's why they tend to get them used to going there first, and then they feed them in the billabong. There are actual turtles in there, a couple of barramundis, and also some freshwater crocodiles. This is a really cool display of what's called the monsoon season, or the wet season. The wet season is generally from December to March, and then we roll into what's called the dry season, typically from May to September. But as we are seeing, the wet season is definitely lasting a little bit longer. So we've just stopped at the buffaloes. Officially, this is Graham.
Hello.
Graham is going to be our little tour guide. Full of information you are, Graham.
Buffalo meat's number 2 on the lean scale after kangaroo, and buffalo milk's higher in calcium and less fat than cow's milk.
I never knew there was a thing as buffalo milk. There you go.
So all your high-end cheeses now are all processed through buffalo milk. There's buffalo ice cream now, so all that high-end quality, good quality stuff is all through these guys.
Wow, there you go. Got to say, we came face to face last trip, guys, driving back from Kakadu about 1 o'clock in the morning. We come around this bend and there he was in the middle of the road.
We've had a lot of car accidents. Last nasty one, Cooling Shopping Centre. You know, here on the main on the Stewart Highway.
That's where we went and topped up groceries the other day, guys.
There you go. So yeah.
No way, there.
Yeah, 2 k's down the road from that, on the main Stewart Highway.
So with the bull catchers, this one's a bit of a classic, but they still actually use bull catchers today. So this is a bit of a beauty. Wouldn't want to mess with this bad boy. But yeah, if you see a water buffalo out here, you go the opposite way. Wow, that was easy. Graham is full of information, isn't he, Mr. B?
Yep.
So we actually had a good chat to Graham. So back years ago, before he started doing this, he was a 4-wheel drive tour guide out at Kakadu and that. So yeah, that would have been a pretty cool job. And hey, this is a pretty cool job too here now, isn't it? So yeah, wealth of information. So we're just going to make our way to the Birds of Prey show. Have a look here, and then I think we've got a couple of other exhibits that Graham's recommended. And
I think you dropped us off for the quick route.
well, cool. Graham knows all the good spots.
No.
We've just come out from doing the nocturnal house. It was absolutely great. There was some, not so nice critters in there, a few pythons and stuff like that. Because it is a nocturnal house, it was pretty much pitch black, so not very good for filming in there. But yeah, I'd highly recommend it. We're going to make our way back to the station, and then we're going to go around and get ready for one of the other shows that's been recommended to us by Graham.
Yeah, so they put them in local areas where their crocs have been spotted or known to be causing problems. So they basically float. They usually put meat or something in there. Once they go in, the door slams shut. They come back and grab them, but idiots decide that they're also swimming pontoons, so they like to swim out and stand on them.
I don't know where he is. We've rocked up at Crocodile HQ and he's absolutely nowhere to be seen. So on that note, as I always say, I'm going to keep an eye out for him because, I don't know, maybe he's escaped or something.
I reckon it's the one over there.
You reckon? No, but he's alive. Like, Graham the tour guide told us about Graham the crocodile.
Wow.
And now we can't find Graham. Like, where's Graham? I have no idea. Fun fact, I did learn that when a crocodile loses a tooth, the crocodile tooth fairy comes and it gets a new one. Do you know any fun facts? I thought that one was pretty good. Just across the road from where Graham's meant to be are the dingoes. We've spotted one just lounging around, and we actually think that these ones are quite a bit smaller than the ones up at Fraser Island and stuff. So Fraser Island, if you've I don't know, not heard about it or anything, it's one of the largest sand islands in the world actually, and it's north on the Queensland coast. We've been up there a number of times, but it's renowned for dingoes. A lot of tourists feel that they want to pat dingoes and stuff like that, but yeah, they'll give you a nasty bite. They did cull a lot of dingoes, which unfortunately has not worked out the greatest for I guess the rest of the environment with feral, you know, pigs and cats and stuff, but we won't get into that debate. But yeah, a couple of dingoes here, but yeah, I don't know, I wouldn't want to come on the bad side of a dingo, would you, Mr. B?
No.
That one that we saw at Fraser that time on the beach was gnawing into that shark that was up on the sandbank, wasn't it?
Yeah, but when we stayed on the west coast, there was that one and it came within about a couple of metres of us, and it was just, if you ignore them, not saying ignore them, but if you don't interact with them. Yeah,
they usually wander on.
They'll pretty much just wander on.
Yep. I mean, if you got to leave food out and be an idiot, it's got to come up and see you.
That's the thing as well, when you're over there, you've got to pack all your food away in a Loctite container.
Yeah.
And some of the campsites do have Loctite, where you can put a lock on it to lock your food up.
Yeah. And they do have enclosed camping areas over there for that purpose of the dingoes, because there's so many dingoes up there. But
like I say, if you don't interact with them, if you don't try to entice them to come to you, stuff like that, and if you're around them, don't run off scared, because then they see you as prey and they chase you, take you down, and then bite the crap out of you.
Yeah, absolutely. That one looks pretty placid, but yeah, if you see him in the actual wild, it's another story. We just decided to do a little bit of walking. It's actually been quite nice. It's definitely cooled off, not as much humidity today, and we made our way across to what's called Sandbar. They have stingrays here, they have big barras evidently, so they're going to do a presentation shortly, so we're going to make our way in here and have a look. The other thing I didn't mention, they do have, I guess you'd call them like encounters, wildlife encounters here. There's probably about 4 of them that you can choose from. There's simple ones like even just the pelican feeding, you can do that with the stinky fish, and I guess get close and personal with a few of the other animals. It's not badly priced. I think it started at like $10, and you can just inquire about that when you get your tickets. You don't need to pre-book or anything, you can just turn up for any of this as well.
I give the park maybe 8.5, 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
There was a lot to see and it was very interactive. Most of the tour guides, I'll call them, were very knowledgeable and informative. And you got to see the feeding of a lot of animals that you could have either paid a little bit extra and participated.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we
did what we did and we just watched the experience.
Yeah, absolutely. We didn't capture everything on camera because I think too we like to enjoy some things off camera.
Yeah.
So we hope you enjoyed the things that we did show you. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was definitely something that was on my list, and I guess having the opportunity staying out at Dundee and it not being that far, we sort of thought, well, why not?
Yeah, but don't think you can just do it in like an hour or 2 hours. We got here at 9 and time just flies.
Yeah.
Like your day's pretty much gone once you've decided to hop on, hop off, look at the exhibits.
There's so much to look in, look at.
And most of the stuff where they do the live thing, it takes about half an hour for the show and stuff as well. So you're looking at 5 shows, there's 2.5 hours, and then, you know, just looking around and stuff like that. So come, plan for the whole day and enjoy it so you're not rushing around and you're not under the stress or pump. So yeah. Absolutely.
And a big shout out to Graham again, if for some reason you're watching. It was lovely meeting you and thank you for showing us around. Alrighty, on that note, as we say, we've got more to show you, I guess, in the area. That's not normally how our digger looks.
But there's always a car wash nearby.
Haven't found one yet, and we haven't finished exploring Dundee, so there's more red slosh to come. And I haven't actually well, Dundee you'll have to wait because Dundee's pretty specky. But yeah, around here, Berry, Dundee, there is so much red dirt. Plus the wet season that's extended equals mud. Anyways, we've made it to the Berry Springs National Park. This is pretty much where we are. It's a beautiful park, nature park. There's boardwalks, there's, as you can see, the main swimming pool, the lower pool, and then Berry Creek. Yeah, I was pretty excited, I've got to say. Like, if you haven't noticed already, I came prepared with my swimmers on. And as we drove in the gate, what did I see? Closed. Oh. Why? Because there's crocodiles. It's not open because it's been extended, the wet season. There's crocodiles. Yes, Mr. B.
Berry Springs, a popular picnic area close to Darwin. Berry Springs was a recreation and convalescence centre for troops stationed in the top end of the Northern Territory in World War II.
I didn't know that. You're full of...
They come here and have their relaxing rest and recuperation and swim in the Berry Creek. Yep.
It's looking like such a beautiful spot, nice and green. We've packed a picnic lunch here and we're just going to find a spot and enjoy, I reckon. They are pretty serious up here to be croc wise. So yeah, I mean, if you're going to be stupid enough to take the risk, the consequences, yeah, well, you're not going to be able to complain because you're going to be eaten alive. So yeah, when it says closed up here, literally, it is closed. So this is the main pool area, fully closed, as you can see. It's looking like, look at that. That just screams crocky to me. That does not look good whatsoever. And we'll just pop over this section, which is probably going to be the lower pool. Oh, that's fully closed anyway. Down here at Berry Creek, they also set up permanent traps and indicator floats in the creek, and they're also checked regularly. Any saltwater crocodiles that are trapped or caught are removed. They also do nighttime surveying. They're also probably a better form of doing that because they can use really powerful torches and see the eyes of the crocodiles. Berry Creek actually joins into Hardy Creek just on the outside park's boundary, and then it flows into what's known as Blackmore River and then out into the Darwin Harbour. We actually learned today that the Darwin Harbour, pretty much as the crow flies, it's only about a 1 kilometre from where we are, which seems really weird because to drive there it's actually about an hour and a half. So what happens with the lower pool, Once the dry season has eventually hit, and as I keep saying, it is an extended wet at the moment, but once that is completely dried out, what they do is basically erect a fence which goes across where the weir is. The rangers definitely check all of the area, and then it's safe for swimming. As you can see, the water levels are so high. The water is still constantly coming through. Yeah, there's no way that anyone's going to be swimming here anytime in the next week or so. The thing too that we are learning fairly quickly with not just up here, I guess anywhere that's got rivers and large water systems, is it doesn't necessarily mean that we have rain here and it makes it, you know, flow. We could have rain way like hundreds of kilometers up the river systems, and that rain from there will then like push all the water all the way down here. So it's sort of one of those things, you do have to wait for the dry season. I'll make my way back. That's probably as close as we're going to be seeing it today. Even with all that information in regards to the saltwater crocodiles, you will find freshwater crocs in there, or freshies, what they just call them. The thing is with the freshies, they're probably only going to give you a bit of a pedicure on your toes. They're not actually going to rip your foot off or anything, but they are closely monitored by the rangers up here as well, but they don't cause any threat. I've also just noticed walking through the park, there's a few electric barbecues and big picnic areas here. So if it was something that you were thinking about doing, I mean, I just packed a picnic lunch, but yeah, I think it's a really good spot too. You know, you could come out here with the fam bam, have a big barbecue and stuff like that and go for a swim. There is basic amenities as well, and the parking here, there's like ample parking. There is a kiosk. Obviously it's not open because, yeah, again, it's the wet season still, but they actually hire out pool noodles, sandwiches. I think it said that they're famous for their pies and sausage rolls. So yeah, if you just wanted to come along and buy something to eat, then you could do that too. We've made it to probably, I don't know, we're going to call it the south end of Dundee Beach.
Right next to the Finniss River head.
Yeah, that's right. So we are going to chill out here for a little bit. We absolutely love it. Again, we have done this area before in an episode quite a while ago. So if you want to check out the whole of Dundee, I'll flick that up when this episode finishes. Check it out. But one of our favourite spots just to chill out, enjoy the view,
yep.
See if we can spot a croc or two.
So remember,
be croc wise.
Yeah, when in the NT, be croc wise.
I know we keep saying it, but you have to be like, wait till you see it. I mean, when you see this, you'll be just like, oh my goodness, how can you not go for a swim? But I'm just telling you, you cannot go for a swim here. No.
Also, never turn your back to the water, because they are watching you without you even knowing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people say they actually they're very good at stalking and knowing, so they will watch you for days on end if you're camping there, and they'll know where you go, and they'll sit just below the waterline, and they'll stalk you and wait for an opportune moment. So you turn your back and they'll be 5 meters up out of the water on the beach at you. Yeah,
I know some of you are probably thinking, oh, these guys are bloomin', you know, keep banging on about it, but it's true. Until you come up to the top end and witness what happens up here, you just, yeah, you can't be safe anywhere. Back the other way behind us, if we keep going south, that will take us to the Finniss and up to Stingray Head. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to make it through there today. Just again, you know, longer wet season. Yeah, it's all flooded up there, so can't get through, unfortunately. This is as far as we get. So yeah, we'll just chill out for a little bit, and then from here I reckon we'll just take you back up to the main little township of Dundee, show you for a quick look around there, and yeah, it's a specky spot. Definitely put it on your list. End, you can have a beer anytime. So we're going to head over to the pub, have a cold beer, sit back and relax. We are, yeah, we're going to say goodbye to Dundee Forest, Dundee Beach. It's been absolutely amazing, hasn't it?
Yeah, we'll be back though.
Yeah, this place definitely doesn't disappoint. I mean, we've had the privilege of staying here at private property, and a huge shout out to Woody and Emma as well.
Yeah.
Like, you guys have been amazing. The hospitality, yeah.
Yeah, outstanding.
No words. Thank you so much. But yeah, there are a few hip camps out this way, but like I said, the caravan park's amazing as well. So
yeah, they've done it up, so
yeah, it's great. Looks good.
If you don't have private property out here, definitely come and stay.
Yeah, that's it. Put it on the list, and there's a lot to see. But that means it's moving on day for us.
Yep.
Doing a pack down. Yeah, we've got a few things planned and not a lot, so I don't know what's going to come first.
Yeah, we've got a
What have we got?
Yeah, we've got a few jobs we've got to tackle.
I think we're at that stage that we probably need to get a few more supplies as well. So
yeah.
On that note, guys, we're going to finish this episode. We hope that you've loved it. Yeah, if you've got anywhere up in the NT that we may be close to, flick us a comment. Maybe we might go check it out.
Yep.
Yeah.
On that, go on adventures, have fun. Number one thing, always be safe. Plus, when you're in the NT, be croc wise.
Absolutely. See you next episode, guys.